do a teaching on family planning. So that all these young ones, people like GS, people like Alosie, people like Okos. How am I sure the wife is not pregnant again? People like Okos. They should learn how to plan. They should learn how to plan. Look at my children, I plan it, they will see. By the time Benita will come out from university before Anita will get in. Plan your life. If not, Jonathan passed 2 classes. If I'm in a primary school, 4 years, Jonathan. If not, I think this year she should enter the X1. Also, think of. Well, like I said, it's not what I came to talk about this morning. I just want you to understand why I will no longer do what I said I should do. Because what I expected, I will be faithful. All the same, she is welcome. We have a second nurse now. Nurse for female Libya. God, you are the glory. In the name of Jesus Christ. Don't let what you see make you forget what God said. Don't let what you see make you forget what God said. Can I hear you say that?
Don't let what you see make you forget what God said.
Again.
Don't let what you see make you forget what God said.
Again. Not everybody is talking. Who is that man sitting at Kimbo there? Sit up. Yes, everybody now.
Don't let what you see make you forget what God said.
Rise on your feet. I want you to let go. You want to go.
Don't let what I see make you forget what God said.
I want you to open your mouth and say it loud and clear.
Don't let what I see make you forget what God said.
Again.
Don't let what I see make you forget what God said.
Sit down. Don't let what you see make you forget what God has said. God has said many things concerning you. One of it is the one you know very well. He said, I have fearfully and wonderfully made you. God has made you a wonder. God prepared you in such a way that you will be a wonderful student, a wonderful child to your parents. If you're a worker, you should be a wonderful worker to this school. What are you seeing that scares you? What are you seeing that makes you to be afraid? What is that thing that is chasing you that does not give you rest of mind? It is because you are not allowed what God said to come to materialize in your life. Don't let what you see. Look at the armies of Israel from where we read. When the champion came, who is the champion? Who is the champion? Can I hear you talk? When the champion came, when Goliath came, the armies of God, the soldiers of God, ran away from the champion. Now, what made them run away? What they saw. What they saw. What did they see? We can't stand this man. But in God, God has made the people of Israel undefeatable. They can't be defeated. and they flew. We can't stand before this man. He is taller than us. He is bigger than us. What he has, we don't have. So because of fear, of not having what to challenge this man, they were on the run. What is chasing you? What is chasing you? What makes you to run? What makes you to be uncomfortable? What is it that scares you that will make you belittle yourself? Somebody may say, I'm not running away from anything. Let me tell you what you're running away from. When you can't get 5/5 and you are subject in any subject, that subject is bigger than you. You are supposed to be a champion to the subject you are being taught. You are handling in this school. If you are performing below average, it's because of the way you see yourself. If you are not getting 90 above average, it's because of the way you see yourself. If you can see yourself through what God has said, in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15, it says, study to show yourself. The students are not talking. That is why you are not growing. That is why that 90 and above average will continue to be far from you. Study to show yourself. If you go to the book of Isaiah, it says, I and the children that God has given to me, they are for what? Signs and wonders. Are you a sign? Are you a wonder? If you want to be a sign, you want to be a wonder, allow it to reflect in your academic pursuit. Allow it to reflect in your moral life. That will be made possible by what you hear. You can stand out where others fail to stand out. Your name is Henry. Your name is Ezebunafo. What Henry is afraid of, Ezebunafo may refuse to be afraid of that the same thing. That Henry is afraid shouldn't make Ezebunafo to be afraid. Don't let what you see make you forget what God said. When you see a teacher, you don't appreciate a teacher that comes to teach you something, your failure has started. Because for you to understand what that teacher is teaching, you must appreciate the teacher. You must have a like for that teacher. If what I'm teaching you, you don't appreciate it, it shows how you take me. If you take me serious, whatever I say becomes a serious matter in your life. If you take me as a serious mentor, whatever I say will be a serious matter in your life. That's why when I say something here you don't do, you come to describe me as a mentor. That is bad dash. When I say something, it means nothing to you. All the praises you push towards me are obsolete. They are bad dash. They are nonsensical nonsense. When you believe in man and trust in a man, if I see an honor protect, it won't even allow you to fall to the ground. Allowing you to fall to the ground is disobeying or acting contrary to it. That is why that things go zigzag in this place. Because if you take what I say serious, that has given you direction on how to operate or how to go about this here. And nobody can scare you with what they say. With mere words. The armies of Israel ran at the presence of Goliath But David is a man. David is what?
A man.
A small boy. Not a trained soldier. He came to the scene. If you look at where we read, the Bible said, and David had him. And David had him. Others ran. David stood. What are the things that others are shying away from? You only want to join them to shine away from the same thing. David never followed the armies of Israel. He decided to look different because his perception was different from that of armies of Israel. The way he looks at things was different from that of armies of Israel. The way he sees things was different from that of armies of Israel. And that was why when they ran at the presence of Goliath, David stood. He didn't join them because he knows the God in his house. He knows what God has said concerning him. He knows what God has said concerning the people of Israel, circumcised people of God. Well, that man was just circumcised. It does not matter before God. But those that matter before God flew. Is it not a disappointment? Very big disappointment. God has trained you, nurtured you, and built you to handle any situation. But when the time came, you refused to act. He said they were so afraid. That is, their own fear was a bitter one. So afraid. It was a bitter one. Only you. You look at mathematics, it scares you. You look at physics, it scares you. Listen to me. The only way to handle it is by being attentive in class. Is by being what? No matter how a teacher teaches, when the teacher is in class teaching and you are attentive following that teacher, you will understand. Where you miss it, you ask question. But when you have it at the back of your mind that the person sitting by your right hand or sitting by your left hand, you will be privileged to copy from them, you will not pay attention. That is why some of us are not making it here. You will not do what? Pay attention. Not that boy's head. Knock his head. Because you have somebody by your left hand side. You have somebody by your right hand side. You will be thinking of another thing when teaching is going on because you have somebody to copy from. That's why I would always say here, why not be the one people should copy from? Why should you be the one to copy from others? In the same class with you. You have lost focus. When you copy what another person is writing, you are saying, I have no brain. I have no brain. You were in the same class with the person. The teacher was teaching both of you at the same time. When will you at the end of the lesson? You are copying from somebody by your right hand side. It's a shame on you. Your father or mother did not pay what they paid to bring you here for you to come and begin to copy from another person's brain. The brain that person has, you have it. So why not be self-confident and handle your matters by yourself? Because God has created you to be a wonder, not a shame. That people will look at you and say, look at how wonderful Marketer is. Look at how wonderful you are. Everything around you is full of wonder. You become the envy of others. Every day in class, you find it difficult to find anything. Why? Because those subjects are under your authority. Those subjects are what? All the subjects are under your word. You are the one to cause every subject to be under your authority by the way you handle them. Study to show yourself approved. You will make a mark if you want to. Stop looking at anybody. Stop looking at anybody. If David had looked at the armies of Israel, he would have done what they did. He would have done what they did. You have a privilege to become the reproach. You call it a reproach. You are terrorizing my people, intimidating my people. From today, that intimidation ends. David, one man, 17 years, not up to 18 years, he stood and said, I will not run like them. In short, let me make jest of this situation that frightens them. I'm going to make jest of the situation that frightens them. What shall be given to a man? Let me shall be fighted by demanding for a price. Since they are running away, they must give me a price for taking away this reproach. Oh, is somebody getting what I'm saying? Yes. Where has somebody failed? You too going to fail. Where has it that somebody is not doing it right? You too, you get in to do the worst. You stand tall by standing out to look different from what others do. If every day people will come, other teachers will come to the morning assembly, great Nigerian student, and you come out and say something different, that is how to go. That is how to go. Not do what everybody is doing. When you are doing what everybody is doing, you are a commoner. They said that you this way God has given you to do something different. Why would everybody be moving sheepishly in the wrong direction? Sheepishly. Everybody's going there. No one wants to back out. That was what Zacchaeus saw. I said, these people are not following Jesus sheepishly. I can never join them. If I go like this, I will never be recognized. If I follow the crowd where they are following, I won't be different. They decided to remove himself from crowd. I want to be noticed. If you want to be noticed, it's not by fighting, it's by doing something different. You can't do something different and you will not be noticed. Did somebody hear that? You can't do something different and you will not be noticed. This man left the crowd and went to a sycamore tree. Let me climb this sycamore tree. Sycamore tree is a slippery tree. So it was not an easy one to climb. So for the man to get to the height he got to, he did what? He went through a process. He suffered. And let me tell you, trees in the Bible are likened to men. That means that man was short in knowledge. Zacchaeus was a short man, Abi. So that short there means he was short in knowledge. And for you to become important before Jesus Christ, you must have a certain level of what? Knowledge. So he went to a man that squeezed his nose, suffered him. He wants to go home and see the wife. Say, sit down, you're not going. That is what is came to them. You want to go and pregnant your woman again. She's already pregnant. Leave her alone. I don't go the way others are going. I don't want to act the way others are doing. Let me find a man that will show me the right direction so that I can meet with Jesus. Now listen to me. Jesus had his disciples. Jesus had what? Jesus had what? Did he stop for any of his disciples? He never stopped for them. This one, I don't know disciples. They are the most disappointment workers I have here. Make una sit down, I don't want to see you. Sit down. Listen to me. He made a man, and he believed that man. The man taught him, directed him, and he climbed. Now look at what the Bible said when he came to that place. He stopped. He did what? No, this man has done something remarkable. I can't pass him without stopping to say hi to him. He stopped and looked up. Zacchaeus, come down. I am going to your house today. I am doing what? But how people that have been following him since he came, he never went to their house. But this man did something different. Come, I'm going to dine with you. Not only going to his house, I'm going to dine with you. Any day I will collect something from you and eat, a man in Baba. Does that make any meaning to you? He came down and he took Jesus to his house. He took Jesus to his house. Jesus sat down in that short man's house and ate. And those who lack understanding that talk nonsense, they began to talk. Hey, and we Jesus knows who this man is. He's a sinner. He's a tax collector. He's this. So why is it not with you that feel you are righteous? You know, they are not nonsense. Only that Jesus saw that is a righteous man has gone to his house, sat down with him, and began to eat. And others, they were watching their tongue. They don't make Jesus to stop eating with him. No. They don't make Jesus to stop eating with them. No. Those of you that talk nonsense when you are not free for, may you learn something from this. When you are not favored, learn something from it. I am highly favored. When somebody is highly favored and you are not, find out what the person is doing. Go and do it. Instead of talking nonsense. The workers, can I hear you say, I hear you, sir? I hear you, sir. They just say, you hear me. Yeah. They will heard me, stand up. You can become the Zacchaeus of our time, of this school, standing out to do something different. Not waiting every time to be told what to do. You are a dummy. You have nothing upstairs. Sit down. David refused to join them, to do what they did. So to make Shagara, what is my price? And he was told the price. The king will enrich you and will give one of his daughters to you as wife, and your family shall be free. And David turned to Goliath. He first of all went to the Saul. I read that place. He went to Saul, and Saul tried to discourage him. And David said to him, Sir, when I was in the bush, lion and bear came, and God gave me the strength to handle them. I am sure this man will not stand before a lion and a bear. So that God that gave me the strength to handle a lion and a bear in the bush, has the God given me the strength to handle this man. Okay, you are made up. You are free to go. Or when with that war, I don't know war what. Is it war equipment or war in it? I gave him helmet, breastplate, sword, and Khalifa. He gave them all just like the way David, Goliath, clothed himself. He had his sword, he had his helmet, he has his the one of face. He covered everywhere. So Saul equipped David, and after that equipment, he became a heavy load. My God is an easy God. My Lord abroad a load carrier. That was why he said in Matthew, come unto me, all ye that labor and are of heavy laden. I will do what? Give you rest. So I will take away that burden and I will give you rest. He said, my yoke is easy. So this is not godly. This one is not godly. Take it off. Let me use what I know God for. Take this is off. If you heard him say, God does not give by sword. But you know, my child, the God you have, knowledge. What knowledge do you have? You can use your knowledge to destabilize. Destabilize any difficulty standing before you. That was what he said. My people are dying for lack of what? My people are dying for lack of what? My people are suffering for lack of what? My people are frustrated for lack of what? My people are stagnated for lack of what? Don't let what you see make you forget what God said. He took away the war things and decided to go by the name he knows. Take you this thing. I am not trained for this. Guru, and he went. You heard it when it was read that David came out and Goliath reduced himself to the level of what? A dog. Because of the way David appeared. He looks as if he was empty, but he was loaded. May you not commonize anyone in your life. Amen. May you not commonize anybody. May you not take anybody for granted. Amen. If you are taking me for granted here, you'll be the most mugu we have on that. But when you don't value the things I say, you are taking me for granted. And you will see the result. The negative result, you will see it. He said he was disdained. When Goliath saw the appearance of David, child, when you may be here, I will move on over one. Ojúrò wọ amenities just òbúrò òbúrò ìfọ́jì òbúrò sisi kọ́ọ̀jì náà bí èlò sí mọ́ ọ̀gùn. You see the way David reduced that man to nothing. As far as I'm concerned, you are nobody. Because I know the God I serve. I know the God I serve. Today you can take that decision. 90 and above average is not for everybody. But for those who will take decision to get there. David took a decision to get this man down. Until you take a decision to rise you will still remain where you are. Until you take a insult and get up, you will still remain where you are. Until you get a decision to move, you will still remain where you are. Another thing is to stand, another is to move. If I'm sitting down here, I am sitting down, as there is no motion, I can't move because I'm seated. But I hear something that will make me stand. As I'm standing, am I still at the same position? I'm still at the same position. The only thing, I'm no longer sitting, but I've stood. But you are still at the same position. At times you will hear something. It will shake you. Before you get to your hostel, or before the next day, you lay it aside. You are going back to that the same position. But somehow, your mind was troubling you to do. All of a sudden, you dropped it. That is why the scripture says, guide your heart with all what? Diligence. For out of it proceeds the issues of what? 90 and above average is a thing of the mind. Excellent performance is a thing of the mind. To be the best teacher or best worker around is a thing of the mind. So you have to dangerously and consciously work on your mind. Am I a dog? Thank God, say, am I a dog? I hate that like a dog. David had no son. So when Goliath fell, what happened? He ran to him, put his hand into his share where the sword was, pulled the sword, and used it to cut off Goliath's head. And others were on the run. Others were what? They are champion and agony. So who are we to stand before the person that took away our champion? Who are we? I don't know what is frightening you in this life. I don't know what is making you to be afraid. If you do not make it to your head, you can use your nickel. This my nickel. Let me show the stuff by half. I'm going to clear my papers. It's never late with God. If only you can realize who you are and wake up to do something, you will see how wonderful you are. You will see how you are full of wonders. People come around to push you around. You want to say somebody will come to disturb you. You allow the person to disturb you. You want to walk. Somebody will come and whisper something to you. You will stop walking. You come to this place. You hear secrets that you will use to look productive in this place. You go back and begin to look at another person's behavior. David never looked at anybody. David never relaxed for anybody. He never. He saw benefit and what others we are running away from. He saw benefit. He saw lifting. He saw promotion. Hey, why others were afraid? David saw something that they couldn't see. I bring courage to go and bring that down man's head so that he will get to that point. What is it that you are afraid of? What is it that you are afraid of? That you are shaking? Let me tell you something. God is the author of life. If it has been destined that you will be nurtured and become old, there is nothing that will make you drop dead. You must fulfill God's destination. There is an appointed time for you to die. There that had been set right before you were born. Until that appointed time comes, you will not see death. That is why there will be an accident. Some will die and some will live. You will see two people in a boat. It will capsize. This one will be free. The other one will be drowned. You will see two people going for something. One will be kidnapped. The other one will not be kidnapped. God has written the way your life will strive. You're an art. If you understand that, you will not be afraid of anything. The number of your days I shall fulfill. Who will fulfill it? God, not a man. If you understand that, you will understand what this man was talking about this morning. It was 2 days ago I told this woman. Benita, my daughter, was hospitalized. Only by pneumonia. If you look at him, my people came, more than sister, they came to Onitsha here because of the way the woman was afraid. I donated 2 pints of blood. I said no blood. I went and donated 2 pints of blood. I was not seeing improvement. Doctor, we feel that what is wrong? I said that the thing my friend, I should not be kidding us, not again. Liver again, better the liver, the oil whatever. That graduate, I was not seeing that graduate whatever. I came to the hospital and ordered for her release. I took her away from the hospital, and immediately I took her away from the hospital. She got healed. She got healed. At times, our fear may worsen our situation because we don't know who we are. At times, we go to the hospital. The doctors will do something to keep tapping money from you. Yes. They will not do the needful for winning a barrego. That is the kind of people we have in Nigeria. If you open up how to make money, even ready to let you die for them to make that money. I know a day my father gave a sound judgment. The person involved thought that nobody go in faith. Early morning, my father used to come out to reimburse for money because it was in our case. What not that time a township. So come and reimburse for people to gather for money devotion. I get paid before you jump on, just like even the Catholic. So that day, the man came and stood by the door with knife, waiting for my father to come out so that he would cut off his head and go his way. Now guess what? My father, since he started ministry, had never failed to carry out his assignment. That day, he slept like baby. He never woke up. He never woke up. Cheerful the man grew me. And later he came to the church to testify. He said, this man is a man of God. The number of your days, he will fulfill. And when that day has not come, no matter what is happening, deliverance must come. Say, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord our God delivereth them from them all. When something befalls you, don't allow that thing to make you forget what God has said concerning you. God told the people, Moses, take your people to go and spy the land. When they go there, what did they see? They forgot what God said and began to see giants, sons of Anak, walls, Some people that we are tall giants, they say for us, in our own eyes, we are nothing. We are like grasshoppers. They entered their eyes and saw that they were ants before this people. But God has said, this land I have given to you. Just like the Bible will tell you, if you are willing and obedient, Joshua, you shall eat the good of this land. So where is your willingness? Where is your obedience? He said, your willingness and obedience will make you eat the blessings of this land. If it's not coming to you, check the level of your willingness. Check the level of your obedience. Check the way you are going about things in this place where you are. It is not by size. It is not your size. It is by what you know. It is not your size. It is by what you know. I don't think this woman here knows here. But if she's knowledgeable, she can do more than what I do here. Sir, I hear you, sir. I hear you, sir. Our mindset, well, we allow our mindset to be little us and reduce us for nothing. When inside of you, you are loaded. Inside of you, you are loaded. It was a guy that was telling me the other day. He said, the only was in a school like it and have a small size. And when you look at them, have a small size. But it is not in your size. It is a what to carry on the side of you. That is what makes you tall. Zacchaeus grew tall. Through a sycamore tree. You can never grow tall. What is inside of you? What is inside of you? Are you making use of it? Or you are seeing yourself as not being worthy? I don't have what it takes to have 90 and above. You are lying. I don't have what it takes to be the best. I don't have what it takes to do everything here. You are talking yourself down. Philippians 4:1-3. He said, I can do all. Can that scripture matter to us? I can do all. Through whose strength? Through the strength of Christ. Not even your own strength. Through the strength of Christ. Oh. Let us go back to the drawing board. Take a decision like David took a decision. Every subject that is standing as a Goliath before you, begin now to dismantle them through powerful studies. Through what? Come on, this lesson, jump up and shout it. You see how close you are? You see how close you are? Look at. You look at. Are you watching me? I said, jump up and shout it. You see that? Hey, too powerful study. That was not television. This one, you already pondering how to make it happen. You are wondering how to make it happen. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 16. Study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing